Hello chatterboys out there, I hope you've all had a lovely start to your week. Today in this video I'm just going to be telling you guys out there about what I got to on my Monday. So this morning I got ready for the day ahead and I had some toast and a cup of tea and went onto my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And on my Twitter and Instagram I was bombarded by a load of photos and tweets about the Wobon second wedding and proposal that's going to be happening soon. Tonight there's going to be the second proposal where after 4 years they are going back to where it all began at the labour where they had their first ever kiss, and they're going to ask each other to marry. I cannot wait. I'm just so excited for one. I absolutely love them and I always knew they were going to be #endgame, and I just cannot wait to see this episode tonight. And so I've just been chatting to a load of my mates on Twitter, fellow Wobon fans like myself, and we've just all been fangirling and getting very hyper and very excited about the Wobon proposal this evening. 7:30 cannot come fast enough. I just cannot wait for when the episode starts. I'm so excited for that. And my older brother and older sister are doing some work. My older sister's helping him with his like CV stuff and like things like that. So they're just out in the end doing lots of work with that. And my younger sister has work. So is my younger brother, and my younger brother came back for lunch break and he went off back to work. And my dad had work. He's now back from work and he's sorting stuff out around the house, and he's just sorting the pool out and stuff. It's not raining anymore. It's now quite humid, but it's just a bit windy and a bit gloomy, so it could rain again, but it's apparently going to warm up again. But I've loved having a little bit of rain because it's made it much more cooler, and I just love the rain. I love the sound and smell of rain. It's so calming, and I just love falling asleep to the sound of rain, and I really enjoy the rain. And yeah, it's so cool. Quite a few people don't like the rain, but I just love it, and I'm just weird like that. And I worked on some new songs, the new chapters of my book, and that's going really well with lots of twists and turns and a few plot twists here and there. I then watched some doll store videos and doll tutorial stuff, and looked at some dolls and doll stuff off eBay, Amazon and Smith, and looked at some pellet doll stuff and Bratz and Barbie stuff and some other doll and stuff. And I went and drew and did some arts of craft and some illustrating and some word searches and puzzles and colouring pages and a bit of painting and some sculpting and clay and stuff like that making. And then for my lunch I had a sandwich and a cup of tea, and I watched some old Henry and Neighbours episodes and some old Skins and Watergate and Grinchell and Grassy episodes and some other soap stuff that's not anymore. I watched Corey Amado's Dennis Henry and Neighbours and Hobby Doctors and Casualty episodes, and watched some episodes of This Morning, Lucifer, Lorraine and some other talk show stuff, and would love to have my own talk show someday. I also watched some episodes of Downton Abbey and can't wait for the film to come out soon, and Pride and Prejudice and some other period drama stuff, and watched some episodes of CSI, Midsummer Murders and Miss Marple and Murder She Wrote, and some other crime drama and police drama stuff like The Bill and some other stuff like that, and watched Grand Designs, DRSOS and Escape to Country and some other house buying, house makeover and garden makeover shows, and watched some old Disney and Nickelodeon and Boomerang and Cartoon YouTube shows and films, and watched Recess Schools Out, the Lizzie McGuire movie, That's the Raven, Raven's Home, Lizzie McGuire, Core in the House and some other shows like that, and watched the Hannah Montana movie and the Drake and Josh movie, and also watched Starstruck and some other classic original Disney Channel movies, and watched some dollhouse tour videos, tutorial stuff and doll craft videos, and some amazing cake making videos. And this cake maker made a cake of Kinky Boots, like the red high heel boots from Kinky Boots the musical, and it was so cool. And I also watched some stuff off record and BBC Player and Catch Up and Off Demand, and listened to a bit of Party Disco, Tom Grennan, Pale Waves, Janara Train, Kylie and some other musicians and bands, and watched some vines and some vlogs, and watched some multi-fandom stuff and some fan vids, and wrote and read some fanfic, and I tidied my office up from I've been working on the newest chapter to my book and doing some illustrations for some new characters that are going to be joining my book. And then worked on some successful drawings for my dog game slash show, paid my dog game slash show, and did a big stunt and did some dolls and dollhouse photography and some bluetac doll photography and posted those onto my Instagram. Then I finished off sorting my bluetac dolls out and I put those away, played with my own bluetac doll for a bit. Then I watched Will and Grace episodes, love that show so much, it makes me laugh so much, and watched some episodes of Open Hours, Still Open Hours, Fuller House and Full House, and some episodes of Friends, Big Bad Three, How I Met Your Mother, Birds of a Feather, Den Ladies, Vic of Dibley, and some other comedy stuff. Love a bit of comedy and watch Lee Evans' stand-up show. I just love Lee Evans, he's so funny. And then I also watched some short films and some short gay films and some stop motion and animation films and shows like Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run, Shaun the Sheep in the movie, and watched Robots, and I watched the live action Cinderella that I hadn't watched in ages, and watched some Barbie and Bratz DVDs and shows, and I absolutely love Barbie as a Rapunzel. That's probably one of my favourite Barbie movies that they've done. And I then looked at some dolls and doll stuff off eBay, Amazon, Swiss, and my dolls that I ordered off eBay are going to be coming soon. And then this week I'm going to be going off to help my dad do some painting at his work where he caretakes for, and then afterwards we're going to be heading off to Smith so I can spend a bit of my birthday money and get some dolls and doll stuff for my dollhouse, so I'm looking forward to that. And I then listened to some musical soundtracks. I listened to the Moana and the Mamma Mia and Factory Opera and Moulin Rouge soundtracks, and I've been listening to Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again movie soundtracks, and I cannot wait to go see that. I'm going to be seeing that with my older sister and her two mates, our family friends that we've known for a long time. I'm also going to see Tom Grennan, this awesome musician, with them in October. By the end of it, they're going to be fed up with me, and I just cannot wait to see Tom Grennan in October. And then in September, I'm going to be seeing Kylie Minogue. I've been listening to Kylie's Golden album a lot. I absolutely love Music's 2 Side Ago. That's probably my favourite song from the whole album, and I've just been listening to that a lot and worked on some songs and played on my keyboard a bit and listened to a bit of Dolly Parton, love a bit of country music, and listened to a bit of Duran Duran, Fleetwood Mac, and some other 80s bands, and I absolutely love 80s. I've just got such a large range of music taste, and there's a really good quote that goes, my music taste goes all the way from rock to Disney, which I absolutely love, and that's very true because I guess I'm quite into rock and pop and punk and R&B and even a bit of rap. And I watched the Tom and Jerry movie and the German Holograms animated series, and also watched Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, and Scooby-Doo Ghoul School, and some other Scooby-Doo DVDs and some Scooby-Doo episodes. And I watched some episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race and America's Next Top Model and some other competition stuff, and watched some episodes of MasterChef, British Bake Off, and Cake Boss, and some other cooking show stuff, and watched Taste to Dress and some other stuff like that. Then I watched some DVDs. I watched Love, Simon. I absolutely love that film, as you guys know, and watched Penelope and Nanny McPhee, and watched Mamma Mia, Bugsy Malone, and Mary Poppins, and some other musical stuff. I then played with some Playmobil and some Lego and did some puzzles, and watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and some other classic Disney movies, and I watched Sherlock Holmes and some Doctor Who and Torchwood episodes, and I then went off and had a bit of a rest and listened to a bit of music. The Wi-Fi was down, so I just did some colouring in and some drawing and just played with my dolls and dollhouse, moved some of the dolls and doll stuff around, and did some dolls and dollhouse photography, and put some of the new dolls on display and some of the older dolls back into storage. Sorted some of their hairs and outfits out because some of them needed a bit of TLC, and I then went back onto my Facebook Instagram as the Wi-Fi was back up, tweeted a bit more about the Wobble proposal this evening that I cannot wait for, and then chat to my mates on Facebook, and me and my best mate are going off bowling on Thursday, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm now off to go work on this chapter of my book and play my main book a bit. I hope you've all had a lovely Monday and have a lovely rest of your week. I shall see you soon with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye!